Your phone wasn't designed to help you. It was designed to addict you. And the man behind it? A casino slot machine designer. His name is Nir Eyal, and in 2014, he wrote a book called Hooked. It became the Bible of Silicon Valley, the playbook that every tech company now uses to keep you scrolling. Facebook studied it, Instagram implemented it, TikTok perfected it. Every notification you receive, every infinite scroll, every like, comment, and share, it's not random. It's not accidental. It's a slot machine, engineered by people who understand your psychology better than you do, and they're making billions from your attention. Today, I'm going to expose exactly how they did it, the techniques they use, the brain chemistry they exploit, and how to finally break free. In 2017, something unprecedented happened. The people who built your phone addiction started warning you about it. Sean Parker, the first president of Facebook, admitted publicly, God only knows what it's doing to our children's brains. He confessed that Facebook was designed to exploit human vulnerability. Then Aza Raskin, the inventor of infinite scroll, came forward. He said, I regret every second of it. He compared his invention to cigarettes, addictive by design. Then came Tristan Harris, a former Google design ethicist. He revealed that tech companies employ persuasion teams, psychologists and neuroscientists whose only job is to make their products more addictive. These aren't conspiracy theories. These are confessions from the very people who built the machine. And they all point to the same source, a psychological framework borrowed directly from Las Vegas, the hook model. The hook model is a 4-step addiction cycle. Every social media app uses it. Let me break it down. Step 1, the trigger. Triggers are signals that prompt behavior. External triggers are obvious: notifications, red badges, sounds, vibrations. But internal triggers are more powerful: loneliness, boredom, anxiety, fear of missing out. Tech companies don't just wait for you to feel these emotions, they create them. Then they position their app as the solution. Feeling lonely? Open Instagram. Feeling bored? Open TikTok. Feeling anxious? Check your notifications. Sound familiar? Manufactured dependency. Step 2, the action. This is the behavior done in anticipation of a reward. Opening the app, scrolling, swiping, tapping. The action must be easy, frictionless. That's why apps open instantly. That's why scrolling is infinite. That's why everything is one tap away. The easier the action, the more you'll do it. Step 3, the variable reward. This is where the casino psychology comes in. Casinos discovered something fascinating decades ago. Fixed rewards are boring. If you win every time, you stop caring. If you never win, you give up. But variable rewards, however, random, unpredictable payoffs, they're irresistible. This is why slot machines are addictive. You never know when the jackpot is coming, so you keep pulling and pulling and pulling. Your social media feed works the same way. Sometimes you scroll and find something amazing. Sometimes it's boring. Sometimes you get 10 likes. Sometimes you get 100. The unpredictability keeps you hooked. Your brain releases dopamine not when you get the reward, but in anticipation of it. Every scroll is a slot machine pull. Step 4, the investment. This is what keeps you coming back. Every time you post a photo, add a friend, customize your profile, build your following, you're investing in the platform. And the more you invest, the harder it becomes to leave. Your memories are there, your connections are there, your identity is there. Leaving feels like losing a part of yourself. That's not an accident. That's the design. Let's talk about what's actually happening in your brain. Dopamine. You've probably heard it called the pleasure chemical, but that's not quite right. Dopamine is the anticipation chemical. It doesn't make you feel good when you get something. It makes you feel good when you expect something. And here's the dark part. Variable rewards create the highest dopamine spikes, higher than guaranteed rewards, higher than drugs, higher than sex. When researchers studied people scrolling social media, they found the same brain patterns as gambling addicts, the same neural pathways, the same compulsive behavior, the same inability to stop. You're not weak, you're not lazy. You're fighting against billions of dollars of research designed specifically to hijack your neurology. And it gets worse. Every time you get a notification, your brain releases a small dopamine hit. Over time, your brain starts craving those hits. Without them, you feel anxious, restless, incomplete. That urge to check your phone for no reason? That's withdrawal. You are, neurologically speaking, addicted. Let me show you the specific tricks they use, because once you see them, you can't unsee them. Dark pattern number 1. Pull to refresh. Why do you pull down to refresh your feed? It mimics a slot machine lever. The physical action creates anticipation. Will there be new content? Will there be likes? Pull and find out. This was designed intentionally to trigger the same response as pulling a slot machine. Dark pattern number 2. Infinite scroll. Before 2006, websites had pages. You'd reach the bottom and stop. Then Aza Raskin invented infinite scroll. Now there's no stopping point, no natural exit. You scroll until you consciously force yourself to stop. And your brain is terrible at that. Dark pattern number 3. The read receipt. Those little check marks that show someone read your message, they create social anxiety. If someone reads your message but doesn't respond, you feel ignored, rejected, anxious. So you keep checking back. That anxiety is profitable. Dark pattern number 4. Streaks and gamification. Snapchat streaks, LinkedIn profile completion, Duolingo guilt trips. These create artificial urgency. You maintain the streak not because you want to, but because you're afraid of losing it. Loss aversion is one of the most powerful psychological forces. They weaponized it against you. Dark pattern number 5. Social validation unpredictability. You post a photo. Will it get 10 likes or 100? You don't know. So you keep checking and checking and checking. Every time you check, you're pulling the slot machine lever, hoping for the jackpot of social approval. Dark pattern number 6. Autoplay. You finish one video, the next one starts automatically. There's no pause, no decision point, no chance to leave. You have to actively choose to stop. And that takes energy your tired brain doesn't have. These are not features. They are weapons pointed directly at your psychology. Here's something most people don't understand. You are not the customer. You are the product. Social media companies don't make money from you using the app. They make money from selling your attention to advertisers. The longer you scroll, the more ads you see. The more ads you see, the more money they make. Their entire business model depends on one thing: maximizing your screen time. Not improving your life, not connecting you with friends, not giving you valuable information, just keeping you scrolling as long as possible, as often as possible. This is why they hire casino psychologists. This is why they use dark patterns. This is why they don't care about your mental health. Every minute you spend on their platform is money in their pocket. Facebook makes approximately $52 per user per year just from your attention. Multiply that by 3 billion users. Your distraction is a $156 billion industry, and they will do anything to keep you hooked. The question is, are you okay with that? Let's talk about what this addiction is actually costing you. The average person spends 4 hours a day on their phone. That's 28 hours a week, 1,500 hours a year, 62 days of your life, every single year, scrolling through content you won't remember, watching lives you're not living, comparing yourself to filtered highlights, and feeling worse about yourself. Studies show that heavy social media use is linked to increased anxiety, increased depression, decreased self-esteem, decreased attention span, decreased sleep quality, decreased real-world relationships, Teen suicide rates have risen 40% since smartphones became widespread. Teen depression has doubled. Teen anxiety has skyrocketed. This is not coincidental. This is cause and effect. And adults aren't immune. How many times have you picked up your phone and lost an hour? How many conversations have you half listened to while scrolling? How many moments with your kids have you missed? How many nights have you stayed up too late? How many mornings have you started with anxiety instead of presence? This is the true cost, not money. Your life, your attention, your relationships, your mental health, your presence in your own existence. That's what you're trading. For likes, for content, for a dopamine hit engineered by people who don't care about you. Now let's talk about how to break free. I've developed a 5-step framework. I call it the Detox protocol. D. Delete the triggers. Start by removing external triggers. Turn off all notifications except calls and texts, all of them. Remove social apps from your home screen. Bury them in folders. Make them hard to access. Uninstall the apps entirely and use browser versions instead. Browser versions are slower, more annoying, less addictive. The harder you make the action, the less you'll do it. E. Establish barriers. Create friction between you and your phone. Set app time limits. Use grayscale mode. Colors trigger dopamine. Gray is boring. Charge your phone outside your bedroom. Buy a physical alarm clock so your phone isn't the first thing you see. Use app blockers like Freedom, OneSec, or Screen Time. Every barrier you create is a moment to choose consciously. T. Track your usage. What gets measured gets managed. Check your screen time stats every day, not to shame yourself, to build awareness. Most people have no idea how much they're actually using. When you see the number, it becomes real. O. Occupy the void. Here's the truth. You're not addicted to your phone. You're addicted to escaping boredom, loneliness, and anxiety. The phone is just the tool. If you remove the phone without addressing the underlying emotion, you'll find another escape. Ask yourself, what am I avoiding? Then find healthier ways to address it. Boredom? Create something. Loneliness? Call a real friend. Anxiety? Exercise, meditate, journal. Fill the void with life, not screens. EX. Experience reality. Schedule phone-free time every day. Start with 1 hour. No phone, no exceptions. Use that time to be fully present. Go for a walk without earbuds. Eat a meal without scrolling. Have a conversation with full attention. Remember what life felt like before you became a content consumer. You were a human being, not a human scrolling. That person still exists. They're just buried under apps. Here's what I want you to really understand. This isn't just about screen time. It's about who you're becoming. Every hour you spend scrolling is an hour you're not spending building something real, learning something meaningful, connecting with someone who matters, becoming the person you want to be. Your attention is the most valuable thing you own, more valuable than money, because you can always make more money. You cannot make more time. And right now, trillion-dollar companies are fighting for every second of your attention. They have armies of engineers, psychologists, data scientists, all working to capture your focus. And what do you have? Willpower? Willpower is finite. It's not a fair fight, unless you understand the game. Now you do. You know how the slot machine works. You know about the dopamine trap. You know about the dark patterns. You know the real cost. The question is, what will you do with this knowledge? Will you go back to scrolling? Or will you reclaim your mind? Because here's the beautiful truth. The same brain that was hijacked can be reclaimed. The same attention that was stolen can be redirected. You are not a product to be sold. You are a human being with one precious life, and you get to decide how you spend it. So, here's my challenge. For the next 7 days, delete one social media app from your phone. Just one. See how it feels. Notice the urges. Notice what emotions come up. And notice how much time you suddenly have. 7 days. That's all I'm asking. If you want it back after that, fine. But I promise you, most people don't. If this video opened your eyes, subscribe. Because next week, I'm exposing how dating apps use dark psychology to keep you single and swiping forever. It's worse than you think. Click here when that video drops, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. They'll thank you later. I'll see you next week.